What's up tech gang, Stefan here from TechRight. Today I'm going to be doing the unboxing and first impressions of the Motorola Moto G7 Play. Let's go ahead and start this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so starting off with the price of this phone, this is going to be $199. Now I am going to talk about the other specifications in this phone, but if you guys are thinking about purchasing this phone or want to actually go ahead and purchase this phone, definitely use the link in the description and in the comments down below, as it is an affiliate link and it does help out the channel. So this is the G7 Play with Alexa. This is going to be the Amazon version. This is fully unlocked. This is going to work on AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the specifications, but I've been really excited about this phone, so let's go ahead and unbox it. Alright guys, so let's get straight into this. Let's go ahead and take the top off right here. As you guys see, the phone is on the top. We're going to go ahead and put that to the side, open this up. And as you guys see in here, this is probably going to be holding our quick start guide. So yes, we do have a quick start guide in here, so that's pretty cool. Next, we have some more Motorola literature. We also have the SIM ejector tool. We have the data cable, and this is actually going to be Type-C, so really nice to see that on this device. And we have our power brick. That is all we have in the box. All right, guys, so starting off, first impressions with the Moto G7 Play. Honestly, for $200, it still feels pretty decent in the hand. Obviously, this is going to look super small in my hand because I am a big guy. I'm about 6'4", and I have huge hands, so very nice feeling phone inside the hand. We are going to have that 5.7-inch screen right here. Now this is going to be a 19:9 display and you are going to see a notch. But before I do that, I'm going to give you a little tour around the phone. So this color is a deep indigo. As you guys see right here, we have the little logo of Motorola on the fingerprint sensor, which I always love to see. Next, we have the rear camera, and this is actually going to be 13 megapixels. We only have one camera, so no dual camera right here, but we do have a LED flash right under that. Now, the interesting thing about this camera is we are going to have max 4K 30 frames per second on this camera, so you are going to be able to record 4K video on this device, so that's pretty cool. And especially at $200, we don't see that too much. Now, taking a look at the right side of the device, we have the volume up and down button, and below that we actually do have a textured power button. Always love to see that textured power button. And if you guys thought this was a removable back, sadly it isn't, but we still do have a 3000 milliamp battery. Being quite average, honestly. Left side of the device, we have our SIM tray. Bottom of the phone, we have our USB Type-C port, and we have our noise canceling mic. Top of the phone, we have our noise canceling mic, and we also have our 3.5mm head jack. Top of the phone, we also see our front facing camera. That's going to be an 8 megapixel shooter. We also have our headset, and we do have our flash. Other question that I'm probably going to be asked on this as well is, does this have wireless charging because it has a plastic back? And the answer is no, this does not have wireless charging. Alright guys, so turning on the display, obviously you can see the visible notch now. Now we do have some pretty thick bezels on here, and I'm talking thick with 2 C's. Definitely bigger than the regular Moto G7 Power and the Moto G7. But we're going to go ahead and set this up and see how the phone looks on the inside, give you my first impressions, and call it a day. Alright guys, so we boot up the phone, and this actually looks quite good. I didn't think the screen was going to look too great, but it looks pretty decent so far. Now, the other thing I forgot to talk about is the processor that's in this. So this actually has a Snapdragon 632 processor in this. We have 2 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of internal storage, but we can expand that memory via SD cards, so that's always good to see. Now, the other software we're going to be seeing on this device is actually Android 9.0, so it's good that we do get the latest software, that is Android 9.0 Pie, but this is going to be the Amazon version with Alexa, so we do have Amazon Alexa voice on here. Obviously, the only bloatware that we're going to be seeing on this is the Amazon applications. I'm pretty sure you can go ahead and uninstall them if you guys really don't want those on the phone. And maybe even put a custom launcher in here or whatever you guys want to do to the phone. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture though and call it a day. Definitely do a few more videos on this device as well as the review. Remember, this is not the review. This is my unboxing and first impressions on this device, but let's go and take a look at the camera real quick. Other thing that I found so far is the fingerprint sensor on this device is actually quite good. It's super fast. And you're probably gonna get it 9 out of 10 times, if not 10 out of 10 times. So it's a very reliable fingerprint sensor on this device. Also, the great thing about this device is we do have Pro mode, so if you guys want to go ahead and adjust the aperture or the ISO or anything on here, that is fully adjustable, so always nice to see right there. Let's go ahead and take a picture real quick in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright guys, so this is full studio setup, so this is all studio lighting that you guys are seeing right now. Honestly, it's average though. You guys are going to be seeing all of the low light photos and, you know, outside photos with natural sunlight. But with studio lighting, it looks to be pretty average, honestly. Pretty much the average camera for photos you would see on a $200 or sub $200 phone. But if you guys do like stock Android, if you guys do like Motorola devices, and you guys are already set to go ahead and pick this up, I wouldn't say it's too bad of a choice for $200. Again, I can probably find a few more devices that are a little bit better, but I'll have to do some research. But so far it looks pretty nice. Definitely going to be doing the full review and more videos on this very, very soon. So definitely hit that subscribe button. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like down below as well as subscribing. If you're not a part of the Tech Gang already, also hit the notification bell if you guys want to be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been Stefan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.